How to see life in a more positive way.
He's deep, huh? Lucas more positive.
In my view, it's a very good habit to develop. The reason to develop it is that it brings this more positive outlook, right? That is the habit of being grateful, being thankful for all things, being thankful for the good moments, being thankful for the bad moments, and especially for the bad moments, right? Because, in the end, the bad moments you go through, your challenges are there to teach you something. Everything that hurts you in one way or another is there to teach you, to show you something you don't want to see about yourself, to reframe this puzzle that a person is, right? So, when you can look at these situations, both the good and the difficult, and be grateful for them, you can view them with a learning perspective, understanding what they want to tell you and what they want to teach you, with much more ease. And then, everything becomes positive, right? And not positive in the good or bad sense, because that is having a perspective, but positive in the sense that you can take something positive from it. And it doesn't matter what happens, it doesn't matter the experience you will go through, because it will bring you something good. Because you chose to take something good from it. And then, everything becomes positive. So it's a habit that I practice. And I think it's a habit that anyone can adopt. And that, over time, the person will truly see the benefit it brings. Be grateful, just be thankful, man. Being alive is a gift. You chose to come here. You just don't remember. So, one day you will understand. Being alive is wonderful.
This is just like those memes, right, that say, I wasn't born to, I didn't ask to be born here. I asked for the yes, I knew very well what you were doing.
You signed a contract before you turned 20. Oh, don't lie. You just don't remember.
I made a city.
Wake up. Damn it.
If you were dying, wow, Isabel, what kind of situation is this? It has already started.
I don't want to die, Isabel.
What is this, daughter? I hope you don't have a little figurine of us in your house, and if you were dying and could give a piece of advice, everyone would hear. What would you say?
I have thought about this before. I have had this conversation before. I didn't know about this question, but I have the answer.
Synchronicities.
If I could say one thing to people, right? It's that we are mirrors. Everyone around you is a reflection of yourself. So, when someone passes by in traffic and is stressed, when someone looks at your face and talks a lot of crap, that person is really talking about themselves. In the end, what you see in others is what you cannot see about yourself. You can only see in others what you have within yourself. So, in the end, everyone around you is talking about themselves, about what they see that you don't see about yourself, right? So when you have this awareness that everyone around you is a mirror, and that everyone is there to teach you something, if you feel hurt by others, it's because you need to ask yourself what that means about yourself, right? And if someone comes to talk nonsense to you, that's their issue, not yours. Right, take responsibility for yourself, but understand how far it truly extends to you. Right. I think if everyone had this awareness, there would be a lot less crap happening. Right, there would be much less ego. There wouldn't be an ego clash, because if we enter into a conflict, you understand that this is mine, that is yours, then. That's it.
Christian asks, I feel lost with so much spiritual knowledge. No matter how much I learn, I feel like I'm not making progress. What should I do?
Take it into your practice, into your daily life. It doesn't help us to just indulge in spiritual knowledge. And I say from my own experience, the moments when wisdom flowed from me, the most were because I was very empty inside, right? So sometimes we are there trying to fill this cup, which is already full, And in the end, it overflows. And isn't a clean cup. You need to clean all of that, right? Understand what you can apply in your daily life. How you can be different based on what you have learned. So, don't try to search through millions of books to understand how everything works. If you understand this, it can come from any book. It can come from the simplest children's book possible. If you understand and can apply that in your daily life and become a better person with more compassion and more wisdom, you're already ahead. Obviously, it's not about that, but it's already in front of millions of people, right? It's not about having the knowledge. It's about how I can use it in my daily life, how I can be a better person, how that recognition truly affects me and transforms me. Otherwise, the only thing that will happen is that you'll be just wasting time, right? And a question someone once asked me that made me think a lot was, do you know, or have you read? And when they did that to me, I was in shock. Like, did I read that? Am I just parroting this? Or did I really apply this in my life and truly know what I'm talking about?
Spiritual knowledge is experienced, not learned from books or things like that. It's like Gus said, right?
You know.
Or you just read. Perfect.
This phrase is strong. It puts you on the spot. I love using it because there are a lot of little talks, right, man? Not that we aren't giving our little talk right now, but when you catch that person's little ego talk, saying a bunch of things because they think they know or want to be right, are just showing off. You've seen where the person is right. Then you realize you really know what you're talking about because your words are influencing other people, leading them to a place you can't even imagine. So, are you aware of what you are saying, or are you just speaking because of your ego and because you want to stand out? Therefore, awareness is necessary. How do you differentiate the mind from intuition? I put this here because I wanted to respond. Go ahead. This week I was thinking about it, actually. Because this is a question I've asked myself, right? If what I'm receiving here, if I'm transmitting information, is it my mind creating it? Or is it really an access? Is it really my intuition? Or if something comes up, just do it, write how much of this is my mind. And that's why it's obvious that it's important for us to meditate in order to identify our thoughts. But I wanted to bring this message because it is very important. And your intuition. As I realized, sometimes it makes no sense at all. And she is very punctual. It's like, oh, so you're about to leave the house and something tells you to take an umbrella. You grab it. And then sometimes it doesn't make sense. The day is sunny, right? Then you go out without the umbrella. And you get screwed. And the mind starts to create on top of that. Your mind begins to create thought patterns and opens up a lot of things. So, when you start to become a little more aware of your mind, of your thoughts, your intuition becomes clearer. But intuition speaks very softly. And when our mind is racing, it becomes difficult to listen. So it is necessary to pay attention because she speaks softly.
How did you become interested in spirituality?
I have always found something very magical in reality. This unknown aspect and what it is has always caught my attention out of pure curiosity. But it's something that, with experience in medicine and this consistency, this study, it grows right until your purpose presents itself to you right. That's what happened to me. We don't find our purpose. It presents itself to us. So, it is important for us to seek, to understand what blocks us, to seek, to know what scares us, and also what we are curious about nothing. Things don't come to us by chance. Things don't catch our attention by chance. We really need to be attentive, right? If everything is a sign, if everything is communicating with us all the time. So, I think it has always been here. I just kept exploring, 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 and I am still exploring and will continue exploring forever.